So the other day I had this really weird idea.
Hey guys, Future Trooper here. At the beginning of the year, I had this weird idea to do a John Timberland sketch, which is basically an old Mad TV show that kind of goes like this.
All right, now you see why these goggles are so important, because you got to keep your eyes on the wood at all times. Can't be looking up here because...
But instead, I ended up building the world's ugliest arcade cabinet. Out of random scrap wood that I happened to acquire. Go figure. I got told I have to make this video or else someone's going to beat me with a bass guitar. Okay, so day one, I went into this with absolutely no plan. Originally, in my mind, I still just needed something to look like a half-finished arcade cabinet so that I could bring out the one-up arcade cabinet afterwards and effectively bleed fake blood all over it. For some reason, after I got the shape done, I was just like, cool, I'm gonna actually build this now. And if you're wondering why I keep, running up to the camera like I'm talking to it and everything like that, I had this idea originally to do a, behind the scenes from all the weird live-action videos we made, so some of our earlier videos involve me talking to the camera on, what we're doing and how we're doing it. And it's all pretty cringy. I have some weird B-roll of Gopher that'll be funny, so if he actually beats me with the bass guitar, I have blackmail.
What? What? Okay, so, day one wasn't recorded well at all.
The entire thing wasn't recorded well. Stop lying to people.
Let's start day two. Oh, that's right. Change of clothes is normally a good way to show a jump in time.
Day two. Let's see what happens.
Not gonna lie, I could probably cut out a good 80% of day two, because the only thing that ends up happening on day two is I cut a piece of wood and screwed it to the top, and then applied some hinges incorrectly, and yeah, then Gopher showed up and then it started to rain, because I didn't check the weather forecast. Gopher shows up with bread.
Welcome, Gopher. Apparently, though, some of my scrap wood is of varying lengths.
Not to be expected.
No, that actually was not meant to be expected. I mean, all this crap was just junk wood, so I kind of expected it to not be perfect or anything like that, but, looks like I'm gonna have to go dig in that pile and see if we have another one that's actually the height length that I need to get to where we need to be. I gotta grab the whole stuff.
Okay, day two of the cab. It's about to rain on us. If you can't tell, sky is very dark. And, I gotta clean up the tools.
I was over here for a whole 10 minutes.
Yep. Gotta clean up all the tools. Gotta get the circular saw, the power drill, a couple other things. What we accomplished today is we put a top on it, and we put some of the worst hinges ever. Yes, the hinges aren't on correctly. Hooray. I fixed it later, but I forgot to record it. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna make Josh use a table saw.
Goodbye, fingers.
I never got to make Gopher use a table saw. New life goal, make Gopher use table saw. So, fun fact, day 3 started, and I pulled out my table saw, and then I kept jamming my table saw, and at the time, I just thought maybe I needed a new blade, or, you know, maybe I hadn't balanced something correctly. But looking back at this footage, no, the reason that my table saw was throwing a constant fit about, you know, just constantly stopping on me, is because all the wood I was using for this was warped to shit. And
Count of it being swamp wood.
yeah, well, I mean, it's cargo box wood, so, you know.
It's sitting outside for how long?
It was only sitting outside for like 3 months, or, you know, come on, those shipping boxes are supposed to last for months.
Exposed to rain how many times?
A couple times, but live and learn, and also, fun fact, this is the day that I do the cringiest damn thing ever. And it was insisted that I keep it in the video.
Uh-oh.
This was, however, the day that I got the backplate in so that I could go mount the monitor. Yeah, so, you know, not everything was lost. Just my dignity.
That is self-respect.
Starting to come together a little bit more.
At this point, I'm just gonna say, I don't care if it looks like crap. I built that motherfucker.
If you build it, they will come.
If you build it, it'll be shoved in your bedroom.
I came.
You came when it was built?
I came over here.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I came over here, yes.
Yeah, okay. Alright, now technically, the correct use of a table saw. I would just like to point out that we have done many cringy and stupid things on this channel.
Yep.
This was not my finest moment. I still don't know what was going through my head. I don't know if it was the fact that I was slowly getting heat stroke or what, but...
Must have been it.
Yep. I don't know.
Hot Jordan fever.
Hot Jordan fever?
Yep.
Hot Jordan fever.
Ah, Jordan.
Anyway.
Alright. So, with the joyous fun of not measuring anything for the most part, let's say we are right around at the area where we want to go ahead. And get out the hole saw. So we'll get that done and see how it goes from there. Alright, hole saw time. Honestly, put them wherever you want. And future me, put the size you need for this down here. I think this is going to be a one-player machine.
Hey Gopher, what do you think of this absurdly long pause that I'm leaving in right now? Okay. I'm just gonna keep leaving it. This will be a 10-hour video when I put it up, just of this shot right here.
I hope you don't do that.
Is it weird that the gremlins in my brain make me want to?
Alright. So, I don't have anything I can easily mount for a monitor, and I'm going to need to get a cheap speaker bar. So, I think we're going to go ahead and hunt a cheap monitor from one of the PC junk stores tomorrow. It turned into an absolute nightmare to actually try to find a monitor for a decent price, to the point where literally everything I checked out in some of the local IT junk shops were basically the cost of what it would be for a cheap PC monitor in at Walmart, so I just ended up going to Walmart and getting an ON monitor. I didn't record me going to Walmart because it's Walmart. Also, I need to shave.
Okay, so why is this thing all of a sudden like double my size?
I may or may not have forgotten to record me putting it on, like, stands, because I wanted shelving units under it after I decided just hell with it and full send it.
Bro, I thought you wanted me to play this thing, and now it's just like I'm a child reaching up for cookies on the kitchen shelf.
I mean, you did still play it. It just ended poorly.
Yeah, I had to put my elbows up on the thing. I had to rest my elbows up on top of the bloody motherfucker.
In all fairness, it is perfect height for me.
It is. You made it for yourself and no one else.
It is a one-player machine.
Well, maybe Gwiz, but I'm a shorty boy.
Back to the video.
Here's Johnny!
Okay. I think once I sand it down, I shouldn't have an issue fitting the monitor. So let's get to sanding.
We're moving right along. We're moving right along. Here's Johnny!
Wanna do a crime?
So, I completely forgot that I also got a soundbar for this thing. The kit that I ended up picking up actually only comes with this mono speaker. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap that this right in the center where I originally planned to mount the speaker bar. I'm just going to go ahead and do some perforation holes and then literally just drill it into place. And then I'll extend these wires down to where the actual box unit itself is going to sit. That way, if in the future I do want to go ahead and put in that soundbar, I can go ahead and just cut around it, get the soundbar in, or I can go ahead and perforate the entire thing and do a dual channel audio. So, see how that goes. I think I'm going to lay this thing down and go ahead and get the shelves on the bottom in. Then after that, I guess we'll finish the last of our sanding and get down to staining.
Let's get to painting.
Fun fact, actually at this point, I had a lot more sanding to do. So, I started staining, and then I ended up spending the next day and a half basically sanding. And then I added, I don't know, I think I went through that. I bought 2 gallons of that stain.
Yeah, how did that stain work out for you?
I mean, it stained. It's yellow.
Yeah, I don't think that's what you were going for, though, right?
No, not exactly. I was hoping for like a wood grain type finish, but instead I kind of just painted it yellow.
Like an arse. An arse.
An arse?
Just like an arse.
You know, funny enough, I bought this stuff on a discount rack that's supposed to be walnut stain. It just looks yellow. So, I guess we'll come back in the morning and see what it looks like after it dries. Alright, we finished drawing. I put in the monitor and I went ahead and screwed in a ball cap, but I'm going to have to wait for US style plunger buttons because buttons that came with it are not deep enough. I was hoping I could go ahead and get them about halfway in and then just leave them as such, but they're just too tight of a fit.
And then all the electronics were installed off camera and everything worked properly without any problems or hiccups.
Really?
Yep, perfectly fine.
You're not going to show that?
I may or may not have forgotten to record that part.
Arcade cabinet. You're not going to show the button installation or any of the wiring or electronical wear nonsense?
I mean, I kind of...
Werewolves?
I didn't have any werewolves to help me camera shoot inside the thing while my head was inside it.
Damn. No werewolves to hold the camera, folks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah.
We at Gamers Without a Pause are sorry there were no werewolves to hold the camera.
Nah. I'm sure there won't be anything wrong with the arcade and that our viewers shouldn't wait until the end to see what happens.
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna plunk away at it and hit some buttons. Nothing can go wrong,
All
right?
right. Anyway,
It'll be fine.
thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you saw what happened to Gopher
I'm
after
gonna
he
go
played
play
it for
some
a couple
King of
hours.
Fighters,
Yeah,
alright?
yeah. All right.
All right, I'm gonna go play some King of Fighters. All right, hey,
Woo!
catch you guys later.
What the hell is this? Oh, well, now that it's completed, it's something that everyone can enjoy. Look at how happy he is. Riveting. Oh, God!